Hey guys, welcome back to the Wild Classroom. My name is Alex and today's video is going to be about what to put in a raised garden bed. The information in this video applies to you if you want to grow in a standard permanent structure raised garden bed, if you want to grow in grow bags, if you want to grow in like plastic growing containers, or if you have, like me, one of these cloth raised garden beds. This garden bed is a durable felt-like cloth material. It's a 5-foot circle and it's 1 foot deep. When you're trying to fill a raised garden bed or container, it can be a little intimidating looking at the cost of buying just bagged potting mix to fill. You're going to need a lot of bags and that can get expensive pretty quickly. What I'm going to do today is use a variety of materials that I already have around the house, as well as a little bagged potting mix if I need it. I might not need it. Now, don't worry if you don't have all 5 of the materials that I'm going to be using today. Chances are you have at least 1 or 2 of them, and you may have a friend or family member or neighbor who has something that you don't have, and you by no means have to use the exact recipe that I'm going to use. The more diversity that you have as far as the materials in your garden bed, the more nutrients are going to be available to your plants. Just use what you have and I'm sure you'll grow something delicious. The first ingredient, the base layer, is going to be something that probably everyone has around their yard. Sticks, logs, decaying, rotting wood. So the first thing I'm going to do is line the bottom of my beds with the sticks and the small logs. Now, if you have really large, deep raised beds, the ones I have are only 12 inches deep, but if you have some that are several feet deep, you can put logs. You can put, large split logs or whole logs in the bottom. Over time, the sticks and logs are going to break down. Worms and other soil life are going to release those nutrients and really enrich your mixture. So sticks and logs are an easy way to really bulk up and fill out the base layer of a raised garden bed. The next ingredient I'm adding to my raised bed is leaf mold, or composted leaves. Every year when the leaves fall, I rake up all the leaves and put them in bags to add to my compost, or I put them in a spare trash can.
The leaves break down over a few years and turn into leaf mold, which is full of nutrients and retains water beautifully. Next, I'm adding composted wood chips to my raised beds. These wood chips had been sitting in a forgotten pile in my yard for 2 to 3 years and had broken down into a light, fluffy compost. Next, I'm using unfinished compost from my compost pile. This compost was made primarily using food scraps from the kitchen, as well as leaves. It still has some large pieces of leaves and eggshells in it, but even though it's not completely broken down yet, it will continue to decompose and break down in my raised beds while feeding my plants. My final homemade ingredient is vermicompost, aka black gold, aka worm poop. This stuff is an incredibly potent fertilizer that will not burn your plants. It's a pretty fun project to make your own vermicompost at home, or you can always order it online or find it in bags at the store. Finally, I'm topping off my raised beds with a few bags of topsoil. Topsoil will work to fill out your garden beds in a pinch. Just know that it contains very little nutrition for your plants and it's not great at retaining moisture. However, I'm not too worried about using a couple of inches of topsoil because I put so many super ingredients in my raised beds already. So there will be plenty of nutrition in there, plenty of water retention. The topsoil just helps to fill it up.
Alright guys, the beds are filled and ready to plant. I hope that this video inspired you to get a container of some sort and start growing wherever you are. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for future garden videos, chicken videos, you name it. Thanks again for watching. Happy growing.